We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. And what this is from Food Club, it is a Louisiana-style hot sauce. Now, in the early days of the blog, where you can find the written review for this in the description below, I didn't really get into these a lot. I tried to a certain heat level, but since the FOH video series, with me trying to open things up a little bit, and the fact that a lot of the store brand hot sauce reviews I've done have been pretty well received, I thought since I needed a Louisiana style sauce that I might as well just try this. I also did one from Kroger called Smart Way. And, you know, that's kind of the big question I think with store brands is it any good or not? And of course, you know, that is a question I try to attempt to answer with my various reviews. Both the written ones and the addendums here on the FOH video series, right here on YouTube.com. So we start out with aged red cayenne pepper, distilled vinegar, salt, and xanthan gum, and that is all you need. You don't even need the xanthan gum, but that is all you need for a good Louisiana style sauce. Just those three things. So a lot of other companies will try to put things in it, like what have you, a little garlic and some of the other stuff, which makes it more of a Cajun style. But Louisiana style, cayenne vinegar, salt, and water, I guess, if you want. So we have no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. Obviously salt, and I think to an extent xanthan gum as well as a stabilizer could be construed as a preservative of a sort, but maybe we see this is a very slightly reddish, more of an orange color, I would say, for this. Looks fine, looks like about what you would expect for a Louisiana style sauce. And so the store brands, here's the thing, right? If these are any good, this right here, this 12-ounce bottle was $1. $1. So if it's any good, then this could be something that you could, if it stays in your fridge for months at a time, fine, you know, whatever. And getting more of it is relatively easy if it's just at the store, you know, access. So there are some points to be had with store brands if they're any good. Smart Way, I didn't find it to be something I would ever get again, but we're testing this one. Louisiana style is a sauce I always have to have on hand. It's a must for me. So definitely when I came across this as one I hadn't done yet, you know, my ears kind of perked up a little bit and put my nose in the air and said, let's get to it. And speaking of that, let's get on into it. It reminds me a little bit of the Louisiana brand, Louisiana style, in that it's a slightly saltier one. It's got a little bit of an aggressiveness to it that reminds me a little bit of Crystal. But, I mean, this is, I have no complaints here. It is a fairly astringent sauce. I will say that. So this definitely, if you want something to cut through a cream sauce, a cheese sauce, that sort of thing, some fried foods, this will definitely do the job. This reminds me a lot, actually, I think of Crystal. A slightly saltier version of Crystal. I don't know who's making this. The name of Topco is on here, but I don't know who that is. And the bottle isn't exactly like the Louisiana-Style or the Louisiana brand bottle, so I'm not actually sure who's producing this, but it's certainly an acceptable sauce. It's fine. It's not wowing me with. I would put it probably solidly in the middle of the pack. Actually, I wouldn't put it as one of the better versions of this on the market, but I wouldn't put it as one of the worst either. This is something I would consider getting again, were I in need of a cayenne sauce. If I ran out and I didn't have anything in the backlog, it does in a pinch. There's a very slight heat charge to it. And we're going to test that a little bit more here momentarily. But it's a prickling. It's about what you'd expect for Louisiana style. Those are generally not overly hot sauces to begin with. So, Arby's has napkins. Arby's has plastic fork. Arby's has. We've got this sweet heat business going on with them right now, and I like that Arby's is trying to foray themselves. I wish they would embrace it more than they did with the what do you call it? The Diablo, which had potential, it just didn't go far enough. So there we have a loaded prize, which is their very nice. I will say their nuggets here are very nice with the sweet heat sauce, which I just had off the lid there. I would put the sweet heat as sort of, I guess I would. It's kind of like a sweet chipotle mayo if I had to place it. There's also cheese sauce on this, bacon. I got these on the Krinkle fries. All right. Try to get a little baseline here. It didn't seem like they were pushing the heat much though, so I didn't want to do a full. And the cheese sauce also. I didn't feel like I should do a full video on this. Not a lot of heat here. It's fairly mild. Actually, it was more than I was expecting, though. It's nice. I would put that as a nice heat rating. Flavor-wise, if you like sweet chipotle mayos, it's not smoky like that, but that's about what the flavor reminds me of. Like maybe a sweet chili mayo. And that's about where I'd put it. Here we have, so this is their chicken sandwich. So we got a slice of cheese that didn't melt. We got lettuce. We've got the spicy sauce on both sides of this. So let's get a little baseline here. I didn't get the roast beef because I was planning on doing this for this review. And the full menu by itself, I would have been disappointed, so I'm glad I didn't. Very creamy. Whatever little heat I got from there was from the cheese. Alright. So Louisiana style, which we'll get to in a second here. Louisiana style is good on fried chicken. Everybody knows that. Or if you don't, you do now. Oh my gosh. Look at that. Another sloppy sandwich from Arby's. Wow. Couldn't see that coming, I guess. So actually I would put the spice of the sweet heat almost exactly where the heat of this is. Alright. Let's get some on the sandwich. Okay, so this is, there's pickles too. Where can we put this? We got cheese in the way. I guess we'll put it on the pickle side. Alright. Shy, don't be shy. Okay. I got this sauce on my bottle of sauce. Oh my gosh, this is a sloppy mess.
That's nice.
It's a touch clashy, but nice. I think this is supposed to be on King's Hawaiian bun. That's why they're calling it Hawaiian, sweet heat Hawaiian or whatever. It's alright. Here's what I hope. I hope Arby's comes out with just a banger. Just something brutal and punishing for Halloween. And keeps on the menu. Like, here's the thing, I think they conflate a lot of what's going on in the scene, right? They say, well, Diablo's not selling well enough, and so there's not that market for spicy food. Or Burger King is doing the same thing with their Ghost Whopper. It's like, it has to be good also. You know, in the case of Burger King, it wasn't hot or good. You get people that will be interested in diving in to something spicy once, right? I'm that way. Whatever stupid food I see, snacks, whatever, I will dive right in. I will take that plunge once. Say, hell yeah, let me in and try this obnoxious garbage. I know most of the time it's going to be a novelty chunk. I know that. I still do it. I can't stop myself. But the second time, if it's not good, there will not be one a second time. The ghost pepper nuggets from Burger King, another good example. Now the ghost pepper wings from Popeyes were actually pretty good. I hear Canada gets all the good stuff. I hear Canada is going to get, or has gotten, the Popeyes ghost pepper chicken sandwich. And if there's one thing that could defeat the regular hot chicken sandwich from Popeyes, it would be that ghost pepper. That ghost pepper is a knockout, man. That breading was really good. Not hot enough, but alright. So this is a little plain. Cheese sauce is a little heavy. I don't usually do this with fries, but we got chicken chunks. We got fries. We got, I don't know how this is going to go on bacon. Well, I've had it on breakfast foods. A lot of times at restaurants, especially for breakfast foods like hash browns and stuff, I would mix whatever I could find as a table sauce with ketchup. A lot of time it was Tabasco, which was unfortunate. I have to have a very delicate mix there. This definitely works well with the cheese and the nuggets. The sweetie almost seems like it wants to be the only sauce here, though. Not working quite as well there. almost got curly fries, but last time I ordered it, didn't give me curly fries. But also, those are pretty heavily flavored. I'm not sure I would want that with this. I mean, it's a solid sauce. Food Club, I think, is probably fairly regional towards the western United States. But if Topco is making this for other people and relabeling it, it could be well worth looking into. I don't know what their I don't know what their agreement is, if it winds up in Safeway or anything like that. Yeah, it works well. I wouldn't do this very often. Probably not even outside of this review, actually, but. And this sweetie is. It's very okay-ish. That's where I'd put it. It's not particularly hot. Yeah, I mean, like a sweet chili mayo. That's pretty much what it is. I didn't look to see what chili they're using, but I wouldn't surprise me if it was cayenne also. Cayenne's pretty ubiquitous pepper. Lends itself well to being used dry without impacting the flavor a whole lot. It's nice. I like cayenne a lot. It's one of my favorites. All right. I'll put this to bed here in a second. A little stringency there for the end. All right. Well, let's talk about this. We'll do the Arby's first. Hawaiian Sweet Heat. Basically a sweet chili mayo. There's a line of food built around the sauce. I didn't bother with the roast beef. I'm not reviewing just that. I don't really care that much. I was gonna let it go. Not that well. Somebody might be interested in it from a chili head's perspective, and I needed something to go with this, and I really tried to not have the same thing over and over again. So, 2 words, 1 video kind of thing. Sweet heat is not particularly hot. It is more sweet than it is hot, and like I said, it's just basically a sweet chili mayo, probably cayenne. I don't know. I haven't looked into the sauce. It could be a different pepper entirely. I don't know. It reads as kind of a vague general chili, and I'll just leave it at that. Okay, now on to the point of the video, which is this, the Food Club Louisiana-Style hot sauce. So, this is, let's just put it in the, where it ranks, okay? It is about the same heat level as almost everything in this market segment. It's a fairly pure taste, cayenne, vinegar, salt, that's it. It does tend towards the salty side a little bit, not quite as much as Louisiana-Style. The Louisiana brand, I wouldn't say, but that is kind of stands by itself in terms of saltiness. It doesn't have quite the flavor though that does either. This one lends itself much more to the astringent side of things, so it is certainly a lot more vinegary than a lot of the other ones, which puts it in that same sort of ballpark as like a crystal. And I would say it tastes a little bit better than the crystal does, but that is kind of the same tone where it is. In fact, this is possibly crystal. It's been a long time since I've had crystal. This could just be rebottled crystal, actually. Flavor wise, like I said, it is definitely down below stuff like Texas Pete. I think is a really good flavor, the regular stuff, or Red Devil, or the Arazu. Those are really, really, really high on the flavor side. Some of those actually as well. On the heat side, this isn't quite there. I would put it more towards the middle of the pack, just in terms of overall. For 99 cents, very outstanding bargain, though. I mean, this is one of the better bargains, I think, out there. If you need Louisiana-style sauce and you want to have something on hand, this is a great backup. Is it definitely a top-tier sauce? No, certainly not. But it is... Store brands can kind of be like the IKEA sauce. Good enough for now. And that's where I would say this is. It's good enough for now. And I think we'll just leave it there. The Food Club. Louisiana-style hot sauce. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.